ladies, we're going to jump right into this video. So these are the bundles I'm going to be using today. So I got 3 black ones and I got 1 colored one. So it's P427613. That is the colored one I got, and I love the blend. It was so pretty. So I got the lengths 18, 20, and 22. So for the start of the show, this is the closure I'm using. This is the Organique $10 HD lace closure. So this is what it looks like outside the pack. It is very HD, and it is already parted or pre-parted. So again, that is a plus as well too. So of course, y'all know I installed the closure first. I'm going to go ahead and tint it. I'm just using my Maybelline foundation, of course, and just applying that all over to the lace. So I realized I wasn't recording, but I've already went ahead and put on my bald cap. I haven't done nothing yet. I am just going to go ahead and measure out the closure just to see how far I need to lay the bald cap, if that makes sense. And this is what the closure looks like before it's melted. So again, HD. Now, once you measured out that closure, I'm just going to go ahead and apply my Eben spray and just lay that bald cap down. And while that's drying, of course, I'm going to be taking my thread and needle, and I'm just going to sew where the closure is going to be, because I'm only going to use this bald cap right where I need it. It would not be over my entire head, and you'll see how I'm gonna do that later on in the video. Now I'm just showing you how I sewed my bald cap on. Nothing too fancy, just in a regular U shape or circle shape, just to be able to put the closure on top. So this is what the finished product looks like after I sewed the cap down. Now I'm gonna go ahead and cut all of the excess cap off where I did not glue or sew. So I'm just gonna be taking my handy dandy hair scissors and just cutting all of that cap off. Once I cut all of the cap off, now I'm going to take my Eben spray and I'm just going to be laying the cap that came up after I cut it back down with that spray. And I just put it on my finger and just put it right on the edges. And then, of course, I take my comb and my blow dryer and I just melt that into my skin. You just want to make sure that's nice, laid and melted before you apply your closure. Once that's nice and dry, now I'm going to take that same Maybelline foundation. Of course, I'm just going to put it all over the cap just to get the cap some tint before I apply the closure. Now it's time to prep for the closure. I'm just going to go ahead and use my Eben spray, of course, and do my 3 layers. Y'all already know I do this in every single video. Nothing's changed. So 3 layers of Eben. I put it right over the front. Make sure that it's dry. Make sure it gets real tacky. And then I'm going to lay the closure. So while that last layer is drying, I'm going to go ahead and cut the closure, because again, I do want to stretch it. So again, I feel like it's always just better to cut your lace before you apply it. That way you can stretch it till its full capacity. So here is me cutting it. I was struggling a little bit because these scissors is dull. I need some more. But yeah, I'm just cutting the closure. So once I cut all of the excess lace off, I'm just going to go ahead and press the closure down. So I'm just pressing it on in with my fingers, and then you'll see me grab my comb and I'm just going to press that in with my comb just to give it a little bit more security. I won't lie, this closure definitely shocked me on how easy it was to lay and how good the part looked. Like, OMG. And I literally didn't have to do nothing to it. I applied a little makeup, but like literally that's it. Like, so it is so crazy. This was a $10 closure from the beauty supply store. Like, if you're not gonna go get this closure, like, come on sis, I'm gonna go rack up, okay? Because what the fuck. So once I got that laid on there, I'm just going to go ahead and put my melt belt on and just make sure that lace is secured while we go ahead and sew on the closure. So this is probably the hardest part of the install, is sewing down the closure, because you're trying to move the hair out the way while holding the closure bag and stuff like that. It's not like you got it on a mannequin head. So take your time with this part, because I poked myself hella times doing this. So take your time, pull the hair out the way, and sew down the excess lace that's on the side of the closure. This is why I don't cut the excess, because this is that's the part that I use to sew down. So again, I'm just sewing around my closure, and yeah. So once I got the closure sewed down, I'm gonna go ahead and apply my wig cap. This is going to serve as my base for my quick weave. I usually use 2 caps, but today I'm only using 1. I just wanted my install to last a little bit longer this time, so I'm only using 1. Now I'm gonna go in with my glue protective shield. I put this all over my braids. This is just to protect your hair from the glue seeping through, and it also serves as like a mold. It hardens the areas that you where you spread the stuff at. And how I apply this product, I just squirt it all over my head, and then I use my perm brush and just paint it where I wanted it. Once you apply the protective shield, then you just have to let it dry completely. So I'm taking my blow dryer on the highest heat setting, and I'm just letting that dry. Once that dries, I'm going to take my even spray. I love the spray, y'all, and I'm just going to apply it all over the places where I put the protective shield. It's just going to help make it a little bit more harder and serve as a mold. So just be careful with this step. You'll make sure you don't want to get it on the closure, but yeah. Once that is completely dried and hard, I'm just going to go ahead and cut the closure out. That way I can see where it is, and then now it's going to be time to glue the tracks in. So I'm just going to go in with my longest bundle, which is a 22-inch. And of course, I do this the same way. I just measure it from side to side. Now, you guys, I will tell you the trick with doing side parts, because I did see somebody leave a comment or a question. When doing side parts, the best way to do it is do a crescent moon. Do not bring the tracks all the way from the front to the top, or from the back to the top, or all the way around the first go round. Okay, so literally measure it out as you see me doing, and then cut it, then glue it, and do that literally crescent moon, piece by piece. And of course, the glue I'm using is a 30-second bond glue. Of course, you can get it from any beauty supply store. Definitely, I love the 30-second bond glue. It just makes it so much easier and dries so much faster. Y'all, doing quick weaves can be so messy, but anyways, so the next step after you glue it down, I usually take my spritz and I just spray it all over the track just to make it more harder. That way it'll last a little bit longer. So for the colored bundle, I was going more so for a highlighted look. So what I did was after I did every 3 black tracks, I would put a colored track. So I would do 3 black and then put a colored, and keep doing that same pattern. And I'm just going to continue to repeat those steps until I get all the way to the top. Now that I finished glued in, I'm just going to brush it and detangle it. Once I got that detangled, I'm just going to go ahead and undo my closure. I'm just going to go ahead and straighten it, add a little bit of makeup in the part, and I am done. Thank you ladies for watching this video. I enjoyed it. Let me know how you liked it in the comments below. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe. Make sure you tell a friend to come and join the gang, and I'll see you ladies in the next video.